All right, what's good, everybody? It's your boy Pomone, aka Mad Melodies, and today I'm gonna be showing you how to create a note repeat module within Reason 7. Now, this trick will actually work with any version of Reason 4.0 and above. So, I mean, this is a cool function. It's really useful if you're making like trap beats or whatever. If you're not fortunate enough to have a $500 keyboard with the note repeat function in it, this is going to be really helpful to you. And actually, to be honest, I use this more than I use the actual note repeat on the keyboard. So you're going to see the advantage of it later in the video. So let's get started with it. First thing we're going to do is we're going to create a Kong drum designer. And then we're going to create a Thor polysonic synthesizer. So now that you've got both of these instruments created, what we're going to do is we're going to reset them. We're going to default them. That means get rid of all of the default sounds that come programmed when you first load up the module. So reset patch. And let's do that. And one more thing that you're going to have to do with the Thor is open up the programmer, click show programmer right here. And what you have is a default oscillator that you're going to want to get rid of. So you're going to want to click this arrow here and click off. That way you have no sound at all whatsoever coming from the Thor. So let's actually get rid of the sequencer. So now what we're going to do is let's go to the back of the rack. And the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to take pad 1 and we're going to take the gate in CV and we're going to connect it to the gate velocity CV at the bottom of the Thor, which is right here. And the next thing we're going to do is take the gates out of pad 5 and we're going to put it into the gates in trigger CV input on the Thor. And that's all you're going to need to do with the back of the rack. When you're done with this, let's go back to the front of the rack. And what this is going to do is the actual sound will be on pad 1 and the note repeat for that pad will be on pad 5. So let's load up a sound on pad 1 right now. And I like to use this with hi-hats a lot. You can use it with anything, kick drum, snares, whatever, but we're going to do a hi-hat right now. So I'm going to load a hi-hat onto pad 1. And once you have that loaded, now you're going to scroll down to the bottom of the Thor again. And you're going to see this panel here. You're going to take that from off and you're going to put it all the way up to repeat. And then the rate at what you want the sound to repeat is right here in this box. So right now we have it at 1/16. Let's leave it there. And when we hit pad 5, it's going to repeat. It's going to note repeat whatever sound we have on pad 1. It's pretty cool, right? Hit pad 1, just the regular sound. Pad 5 is the note repeat. It's pretty dope, right? Now you can also switch this up if you don't want it to repeat at 16th. You can repeat it at 16th triplets, 30 seconds, whatever it is that you want to do. That's pretty cool, right? Now, this is not the end of this. Now, what I like to do actually is I do this 4 more times. So I have a repeat on this pad. I have a repeat on this pad, and this pad. So I actually already saved this as a module. So I'm going to load that up right now so you can see what I'm talking about. So now I have hi-hats on pad 1, pad 2, pad 3, and pad 4. And I also have a different length of repeats right above it. And this is cool because it's gonna save you a lot of time. You can do different repeats when you're sequencing. Let's give you an example. Let's sequence something right now. And you don't have to use your pads. I'm actually using the pads right now. If you don't have pads on your keyboard, you can do it with the keys. It's cool, right? So, sequence something in there real quick. And there you have it. We got a little sequence, a little hi-hat sequence. I would probably never create hi-hats first, but it's to give you an idea of how you can use this. It's pretty cool, and I use this trick in a lot of my production. More than half, I would almost say. And it's cool. Like I said, you don't always have to use it. You don't always have to have hi-hats on there. You can have snares, whatever you choose. Which is cool for like a snare break. So let me program some drums in here real quick. And let's get that going. That's cool. Got the little drums going. And now we can use our snare note repeat for the break at the end. Not a very interesting break, but you get the idea. And so there you have it. If you guys have any questions about this, feel free to shoot me an email, PamonMusic@gmail.com. And I would be happy to go more in depth with this. Please subscribe to receive more tutorials. Share the video. I'm sure a lot of Reason users could really use this information. So that's all for me right now, and peace out.